afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast. I'm your host, Imperial Dane, Master Propaganda Hero Psych, Defender of the Fatherland. Off here to an exciting 1 vs 1 on Arnhem checkpoint. Between the north, you got Shogun Cho fighting for the Soviet Union. The second Guards Mechanized Corps here with Lend-Lease. Special Rifle Command immediately going up. Double Engineers, Standard Staff versus in the south, you got Chessmaster. Fighting for the Oberkommando West Germany, Deutschland, taking on the role here of the Feldherrnhalle Panzergrenadier with elite armoured fortifications and Firestorm Doctrine with Sturm Pioneer and double light infantry gun bulletins. No choice of doctrine here for Chessmaster as the Sturm Pioneer is set out aggressively for the fatherland. Moving up here towards the centre, specifically the house here, with Volksgrenadiers following up here for Chessmaster. Good solid German Volksgrenadier Divisionen, or elements from them. There are, I believe, around several of them divisions in Hungary actually. I think at least roughly 2 Volksgrenadier divisions actually fought in Budapest. Fun fact. Teams there following up for Shogun Cho in the wake of the 2 engineers trying to wire off here the entrance to the house with a single strip. That way the opponent can't enter it. And in this case got disrupted by the engineers, so that plan rather got disrupted a bit. He'll probably try again. Basically with this he can then prevent the opponent from making easy use of this house, either from entering or escaping. So he's focusing heavily on the centre there, and he's lastly not securing fuel there in the east. Pretty risky there, and could of course allow Shogun Cho with a bit of luck to sort of fall ahead here of Chessmaster in terms of fuel. His Kuban following up there, she'll likely use the Kubans to secure the territories, neglecting as the Sturm Pioneers head on even more aggressively. Chessmaster there is definitely aiming for a highly disruptive start, but Shogun Cho of course got a bit of a counter here with the Scout Car, which will give him excellent mobility on the map, making it much harder for Chessmaster to successfully execute this kind of strategy if Shogun Cho first really gets ringing. There you go, Sturm Pioneers ambushing the Strafnigas across the road here, negative cover. Very nice work there by Chessmaster. Very nice work there. Drops Pushkin like a sack of potatoes, and then he's falling back as well here. So far Chessmaster is winning the initial engagements against Shogun Cho, but we'll see here if the M3A1 Scout Car here can't turn some things around for Shogun Cho. Volks is hitting the cut-off point here. Kuban moving up the east side, and Samex going off at the point here as well. So as you can see here, Chessmaster setting all thing in versus Shogun Cho. With more Volksgrenadiers on the way here for Chessmaster. And there you go, penal troops inside the Scout Car, engineers following up here. There'll probably be more penal troops soon enough here for Shogun Cho, as he now, instead of trying to attack head on into Chessmaster's lines, they obviously seeks to outmaneuver Chessmaster and catch him off guard elsewhere to deal some damage that way. So that's definitely a good decision. There you go, catch the Kuban off guard, and will likely be able to destroy it. The penal troops, and oh, there we go, swift maneuver there by Chessmaster. Might just be able to save his Kuban there from the Scout Car, but nonetheless we can see here now that Shogun Cho swing towards the east. Definitely think the stronger tactical choice around to constantly attack into Chessmaster, who's in fact mining down there as well, making it harder here to rush forward. So very good work there by Shogun Cho so far, so at least avoiding this initial setup back here. Chessmaster of course expertly exploiting the fact that the penal troop start doesn't have a lot of infantry initially, and using that to push forward as aggressively as possible, and that way occupying more favourable ground. So some sharp play there from both players so far. Of course Chessmaster so far has proven to be a bit sharp. We got more penals on the way, then engines moving up. They got Germans now counted back here, sort of trying to get back here, since now risk being cut off from its western fuel point, as the eastern fuel point is currently off the table. Penals there back in the Scout Car. Where will they go next? Where will they go next? More penals there moving out in from the north. Engineers continue eastwards. We got the engineers in the church just continue to deny territory there, and specifically housing to the German army as the Feldherrnhalle launches another assault here. Scout Car there rolling in. It's going to try and probably go here for the Sturm Pioneers, cut them down with the 50 cal mounted there, but actually taking too much damage. The Germans are focusing down. Scout needs to get out of the Scout Car before it's too late. Oh, just barely gets out in the nick of time there, and there you go. The Scout Cars go up in flames. Miss need to retreat. Fortunately, they're being pushed back, but things are heating up here for Shogun Cho. Third penal troop squad on the way. Need to retreat his troops, in particular the engineers. I think need to get out of there pretty soon before they get wiped. Penals coming from the north might draw some attention. Boris falls out the church steeple, or tower there, whatever you call it. Penals they're flanking up here from the restaurant and behind. Engineers barely sort of hoping for a distraction that allows them to get away without getting horribly murdered. The penals will need that one as well soon, because they're also incredibly low on health here. Shogun Cho is pushing his luck to limit. So they're trying to sneak out here through the east. That's definitely the best idea, but they need to be faster about it, because right now they risk getting wiped by a single sneeze from a German soldier. Still, almost got the eastern fuel point there connected, as they have been so far able to deny Chessmaster access to the western fuel. So this has been a certainly interesting opening here from both players, both sharply sort of playing around each other. Very nice to see there. Very nice, and there you go. Once it's sort of cleared out a sort of sufficiently safe retreat path, he hits retreat there. There's still a chance the Germans might intercept him on his way back. Choose my way back there. We got healing on the way there. But he needs to fight for this carve point instead, just like Chessmaster needs to defend. They'll be setting up battle group headquarters around it. Not bad. So what will Shogun Cho do next? He can soon call in the discus, so that could put some severe pressure on Chessmaster, who's got plenty of manpower to spare. He might be going for some MG-34s himself or something else. Salvaging the scout car there. Troops seemingly reinforcing. He's retreating as well. And there you go, discus now available here for Shogun Cho. They just lacks the manpower to call them in. Looks like he's going to be setting up. They're just going to push ahead. His troops depleted in their current state to nonetheless be able to get out of disco a bit faster. An aggressive and slightly risky move here by Shogun Cho, to be honest, particularly with the engineers. But there you can call in the machine gun team now. And there we go. There we go. Chessmaster so far remaining then in a strong, favourable position again. Still riding high on the initial disruption here of Shogun Cho's early opening by again punishing the lack of infantry from the right get-go. Kuban Sturmpioneers here versus the Strafniki as he tries to flank in there. Rushing for the house. Though of course he needs to remember he blocked off the north. Not that actually Chessmaster blocked off, but still might have been blocked off. That's going to make it harder for the Penal to escape. Still he's actually but close to getting the Sturmpioneers right there. Pretty good work there. Got Banhan Granada through the air into the windows, lighting the interiors on fire. Shogun Cho continued onwards. Mine goes off. They're killing a few people. Getting Guineas disc coming in from the northeast. Shogun Cho, they're taking advantage of the flanking assault, which disrupts Chessmaster's front and the defense towards the north, and then pull in through in the north more directly. Pimps there taking fire and actual fire. They're almost getting wiped down. Need to retreat. Flame Guineas moving up here. Shogun Cho is committing a lot here to the assault, and of course it can't easily get into the house thanks to the barbed wire. Fox is caught out in the open, being pinned down there in a matter of seconds. Forced away. Light infantry gun there under fire. Needs to keep pressing forward. Scout the western fuel point here. Guineas to press flame for a fire, and then the Fox will start the house. MD-34 Kubwagen there dealing with them, and Guineas need to retreat. Disco also needs to get away here. His assault initially went well, but it's already running into stiffening resistance from the Feldherrnhalle Panzergrenadier Division, and they will need to retreat. They meanwhile making good progress on the west with his depleted units. Very nice work there. Troops reinforcing, and we got the second disc out there to further add pressure here to Chessmaster, who's now having gone for fortifications. Fox is moving westwards. Pims was getting ready. Hitting Shogun Cho's call for there, denying fuel. Very good. And MD-34 setting up the church tower. That's going to make it harder there for Shogun Cho to push through. He could of course now try and apply more pressure on the flanks and allow Chessmaster to sit on the center, but if he can't get in the fuel, it won't matter much. Fox is down the fire from the penal troopers, but they are themselves in not a good condition. We got artillery fire there from the Leichtes Infanterie Schutz bearing down. And there you go, catching the Fox out in the open here with the disc and the Strafniki. Quite a bit of damage there, but looks like Chessmaster will be a bit lucky and there won't be any wipes. But good work there, instead of just attacking head on into the center of the map there. Seeks to outmaneuver and attack elsewhere. Troops reinforcing. We've got a second MD-34 here for Chessmaster to help control the map versus Shogun Cho, to make it harder there for Shogun Cho to hit wherever he wants to. That is very good. We got more fighting around the carve point here, where Shogun Cho will have to dispatch more forces to maintain control here, because Chessmaster is clearly intending to do the exact same thing to Shogun Cho. It's not just content on sitting in the center, which is definitely the right move. The very right move. Pumes there catching, Sturmpioneers catching the machine gun guard with Fox with assault rifles as well. Pumes like trying to carve up there. Sturmpioneers taking losses, and up here in the west we got the Kuban. Large Hobbin gets knocked out. Even a statue charge this. Oh, what? I'm guessing if what? That's the first I've seen that. Apparently, I'm guessing he threw the satchel charge targeted, but because the Kubelwagen was destroyed, for some reason the satchel charge just kept onwards for quite a bit of while there, landing closer to the Volksgrenadiers. That is the first time I've seen that happen. Trot on the way there for Chessmasters, liking to set up the Schwab Hunter Corps to protect his craft point, make it harder for Shogun 2 to harass it. Shogun 2 should probably consider taking up as soon as possible versus Chessmaster. We get a fuel drop there, and he's going for fuel cache, so it looks like Shogun 2 might be playing for the long tank spamming game. He's just calling in M4C Shermans. Bit risky if he doesn't keep up sufficient pressure with just his infantry and machine guns, because, and even then, probably not going to be the wisest move long term. So we'll have to see what he's planning, if he's just planning on taking up faster for the Mechanized Armor Company and pushing out T-3476s, then supported by the M4C Shermans and maybe some SU-5s. We shall see what it ends up with here, but so far it's certainly an interesting fight here, with a lot of interesting moves and a lot of less usual moves, which is good. Though this is a pretty common move for Commander Vest there on the Arnhem checkpoint. Machine gun there caught by the enemy machine gun, as they've been cut to ribbons out in the open. Spare punch quarters almost done, though. We'll be able to protect the calf point. They won't be able to protect the fuel point too well, so there's potential that Shogun can still harass the fuel point. That's going to require a bit more caution and sneakiness. Hey, machine gun coming up here, the cut-off point. Very good. Hitting the victory point there. I mean, Shogun 2 could easily just push ahead for a Mechanized Armor Company and then soon shot at T-3476. I mean, he's getting plenty of fuel in from several sources here versus Chessmaster. And there you go, Schwab Hunter Quarters lining up. Quickly gets out of the arc of fire there. Actually, Petrov is right on the money, but there you go. As soon as Petrov dies, the rest of the unit's safe. He died for a greater cause. Which cause? The cause of the rest of us not getting shot at. Couldn't have just stepped in? Well, you know Petrov, he was a bit dumb. Still, denying Chessmaster their fuel's going to certainly make it easy there for Shogun to just overwhelm him with tanks, raw, armoured numbers. Heavy machine gun versus, well, technically the Germans designated machine guns a tripod as a heavy machine gun, though of course by our conventions we would not consider that a heavy machine gun. And he is the caught in retreat, but unfortunate loss, and there you go, he is taking up, so he's not going to just play straight for the M4C Shermans. He will likely try and push out their T-3476s, and with a fuel cache plus access to fuel drops, this should be a more than viable strategy here for Shogun to basically begin rushing out T-34s and pressure Chessmaster. We'll have to see how fast he can execute it. The 2nd Guards Mechanized Corps stockpiling fuel for the next big assault against the fascists. And the Germans sort of digging in here and there and bringing up more artillery to support their frontline Truppen. MG-34 set up, then in a very interesting position to cover the fuel point there, making it harder for Shogun 2 in case just push up and harass this way. That's actually the first time I've seen that one. That is technically kind of neat. Technically kind of neat. Up here, Mechanized Armor Company going up for Shogun 2. So he will be pushing up for T-34 something soon. Satchel charge goes off to normal, was just the restaurant. Giving the forces exposed out in the open. Mines there by a good spot, and the penal troopers march straight into it, right in front of the Volksgrenadiers, easily suppressed and easily repulsed. Heavy machine gun flying kind fire, the penals need to retreat soon. Up north, the Mechanized Armor Company is almost done, and then almost as soon as it's done, actually push out T-3476. At which point it's going to have a definite arm advantage versus Chessmaster. We'll have to see how much work he can do with set armor advantage. There you go. As soon as he does have the resources on the money, boop, holds it in the T-3476. Heavy machine gun being caught out in the open by the Volksgrenadiers is not upgraded, but there he goes. People does upgrade them eventually. Troops suppressed there, but we got more flanking in from the other side. There you go. Brandham grenade off. And as all of this happening, Kopf being hit, then we got S-Mons being laid down here, but Chessmaster, very good work there. Sprengminen. Or jumping mines. Pilgrims moving in there. Volkswagen's jump on is opening up. This is going to be a bit of a foolish assault because he's taking across negative cover into unit in heavy cover. Plus, of course, with assault rifles, meaning he's basically walking into their effective range. Destroys the cover, but overall doesn't do enough damage to really warrant an assault like this. It just suffers through heavy losses. Large S-mine field here. T-3476 are arming there for Shogun Cho and the 2nd Guards Mechanized Corps. And realizes there's a big fat minefield in the way. Hey, you look at these. They got skull signs. Oh, everybody loves skull signs. Yes, I do think this is meant to mean they have bad things buried there. Oh, but those are cool signs. I agree. We got Pack 43 going up here for Chessmaster. That's going to make it harder there for Shogun to drop his tank around the center. Very nasty that. Forces are being wiped out. And his Pilgrims was there walking straight into the minefield. In the east, though, we got a bigger push with heavy machine guns and infantry. Almost got the unit there wiped. So close there. So very close. Pack 43 halfway down. If you actually realised what's going on, they could probably win with the T-34 and disrupt it. Wiped. Oh dear, he might risk up with the damage engine as the Pack 43 gets finished. Yes, indeed. Now he has to basically spot it and disrupt it, and even that's not really possible. This is Shogun Cho's likely going to lose his T-34 here to the Pack 43, unless he basically drives towards it. Yeah. And maybe just is able to keep driving around the Pack 43, clearing it out there before he can sort of stop out and fire at him. Though that is reasonably unlikely with a damaged engine, but I do think that is overall his best bet, and so far it kinda seems to be working out there for Shogun Cho. Kinda. I mean, we'll have to see how much better it works out. He's trying to hide behind the battle group head with the bomb, of course that's not going to work there. Or he's just trying to take advantage of its slow turn time. Reinforced pretty rapidly though. He's getting some kills in this. T-34 is certainly doing damage. Trying to win some other troops, and making good progress in the east to an extent. Though there's a machine gun there, plus a spear punch squad which destroys the machine gun team there. We can see his Chessmaster's desperately trying to predict where the T-34 is going to stop up. And Shogun Cho just continues to thrust him. We got more Panzerfaust off there. Wipes the Pack 43 and destroys it. Good lord. Chessmaster is some serious shite now because he's got no other anti-tank weapons. And there's a T-34 in the loose. I mean, you can technically take it down with a lot of Panzerfaust. But that T-34 is going to be able to do a lot of damage before that happens. And he's trying here to destroy the light infantry guns. He's trying to basically silence his artillery. Now the T-34 in the meanwhile, it's close to Vetchney 2. It has done 17 kills. 18 kills. I mean, he's realised he's not going to get back. Holy moly, 21 kills. Crushed 2 German infantrymen beneath its treads. And he's getting 2 bounced up there. 24 kills. That T-34 is a monster or a hero, depending on which side you're on. 24 kills. Vetchney 2. That's definitely done its part for the Rodina. And there we go. Finally goes out of control. But that did a ton of damage for Shogun Cho. That did a ton. Great gravy biscuits. That is definitely a problem for Chessmaster, but I should pop incendiary armor and run some machine gun. But at this point it might be too late, but just to increase the damage all done. Starts to charge off, and he just gets it out in the nick of time there. Now Shogun Cho, thanks to that one, Hero T-34 has been able to gain a sizable advantage over Chessmaster, but just pinning him inside space, destroying a lot of equipment, murdering a lot of German troops. The Chessmaster can soon go for a panther and begin pushing back against Shogun Cho, but that was still damn nasty. Although I'm not entirely sure I'd recommend just charging his T-34 like that. Looks like in this time he's realised that's perhaps not the best idea and pulls it back in time to actually be able to build up a larger tank force. And of course he might try and deal with the church and the machine gun inside of it, making it easier for him to push infantry into the centre there. We got machine gun in the east and moving up to grab the victory point there. Engage the battle group head. We can see there Chessmaster trying to repair it. He's closing in on the Panther, but again, all of these losses, all of this reinforcement he had to do around the battle group headquarters pretty much prevented him from being able to get the manpower forward, and now he's likely going to lose the battle group headquarters as well. So these T-34s are doing huge work for Shogun Cho. Huge work. They're just draining Chessmaster of resources. And he's in some pretty troubled waters here. Because his opponent is getting almost twice as much fuel in as well. And his tanks are a lot cheaper. He's going for the Panther 4 instead. I do think I'd go for a Panther under these circumstances, but I suppose if you sort of consider the manpower situation, I mean, the Panther 4 is cheaper, and that might of course be what he's aiming for. But if his opponent begins going for emphasis Shermans, that Panther 4 is going to be in some trouble. You shall see. So that's a battle group headquarters gone. Chessmaster instead now focusing on the centre, switches west hard to push up terrain there, very good. And these days troops all trying to make some advances, but are quickly encountered here by the T-34, 76 here that Shogun Cho's got on the field. Supported here by plenty of pupils with machine guns, and he's gone for anti-tank rifles in a mildly curious move. MG-34 white. Trap hunter quarters opening on the advancing penal troops in the centre. They got troops being held down here by the Disca machine gun, and a Panther 4 there arrives for Chessmaster, and the Feldherrn Halle Panzer going to need to be short. Panzer Kampfwagen 4 should be able to take on the T-34 particularly since allowing himself to take a lot of damage here from the Schwerpanzer quarters. He should actually move about more cavalry than the penal troops should get the Panther T-34 away there, since the Schwerpanzer will just engage with the targets first. Ah! Oh dear, he's going to be able to satchel it! Oh no! I actually would have thought his AoE would have suppressed them, but for some reason it didn't. Oh dear, that's a huge loss there to Chessmaster. He's lost his battle group headquarters, he's lost his Schwerpanzer headquarters. He's just down to Panther 4 now and some infantry, and didn't even get out any Obersoldaten. That's been pretty handy considering, you know, his opponent just upgraded all his penal troops into tank rifles, so Obersoldaten the light machines would be an amazing counter. So Chessmaster, I'm guessing here, might try and aim for a mechanized ring and then push for the King Tiger, which would be a bit risky, but at the same time, it's going to be cheaper than trying to go for Schwerpanzer quarters and then any armor from it. I mean, that's sort of one of the ironic things. If you have gone for Schwerpanzer quarters and you don't lose it, you're actually generally better off aiming for a King Tiger. Plus, they've been called out in the opening with the T-34-76. Shots fired. Panther 4 almost being done. Few losses inflicted. Still, he's holding on to a lot of map here. Chessmaster being able to react flexibly here to what Shogun Cho is doing, but it's certainly starting to look pretty roughy as Shogun Cho can just begin pouring in the tanks, and Chessmaster can't. He's going here for another Pack 43 there, more or less same spot as last time. He should probably consider mining the perimeter of it. And hang on, cat break. There's a very sad looking cat that wants to get in. Or at least cat looking like he wants to get in. Yes, you're inside now. There we go. And a tank rifle down the Panther 4, artillery fire raining down, pushing up the west side here with T-34 infantry and support weapons. As Chessmaster is forming up a desperate defense of the centre of the village here. Pupils will take heavy fire there from artillery, and the Panther almost getting wiped out. T-34 moving in. Other T-34 looking to flank in. He's going to spot the Pack 43 this one and might try and disrupt it. He might not. And go trap on the way for Chessmaster. Guessing it's going to be Mechanized Regiment, but he could pull a surprise move and go for a battle group headquarters or Schwerpanzer quarters. Fuel drop on the way there for Shogun Cho. Might be he's planning for some M4C Shermans now. Or maybe a Katyusha actually to help counter the Pack 43. I mean, there are some options there for Shogun Cho. We shall see what he does end up with. MG-34, they're pilfered here by Shogun Cho. We got the Panther 4 moving in though for the fatherland. Looks like that's going to be a... Or is it just... well, the rally point is set up. Is he planning a battle group headquarters here, or is he planning a mechanized regiment? I'm not entirely sure I'd be a huge fan of a battle group headquarters here. Seeing how the fast one fared, I really think he should be aiming for a mechanized regiment. Then there's King Tigers. Again, he's trying to sort of catch up there with the Pack 3 and it's not quite working out there since it does turn about pretty slowly. But there you go, finally gets a hit on something. Not pulling away the truck, they might be too preoccupied. The T-34 just like get out, he's going to get it, he's going to get it! And the T-34 gets knocked out here. 88mm high velocity round goes through it like a hot knife through butter. But usually butter does not explode. There you go, Veterans 1, the Pack 43. Troop shielding reinforcing. So what's it going to be, Chessmaster? What is it going to be? Looks like a battle group headquarters the way he's moving about. Yup. A battle group headquarters. Shuminen down. Have to defend the center. Artillery there against the Pumas from the west, taking out several Strafniki with a few hits there. Sounding the T-34 and 6 battle group headquarters on from the Katyusha and of course the Pack 33. Light infantry gun taking minor losses. Battle group headquarters taking quite a few hits, but it's still standing. It is still standing. It is still very much standing. There we go. Up, medics on the way as well. Oh, wait, they've actually got finished before that now, mind me. I can reinforce the Pack 43. We should probably be fast about it. Now the truck on the way there. Will this be a Shroud Punch course? Will be the mechanized regiment. We'll hope to see that what Chessmaster ends up with. And the West got the T-34 there swarming about or roaming about. Now the T-34 on the way there. Interesting enough, he's not bothering with the M4C Germans, at least not so far here. Might be the presence of the Pack 43 is causing him to just focus on more cheaper tanks, which will be less painful to lose compared to the M4C Sherman. Catching here the heavy machine crew almost getting wiped here with the Panther on the artillery fire. Hitting the eastern points, laying down mines. Sehr gut, sehr gut. Making harder there for Shogun Chocho has, and of course he's got plenty of ammunition, so he can't afford to just lay down a lot of mines to achieve that goal. Now the second truck, what's that going to be? He's setting up another Shroud Punted quarter, so he's not, at least by the looks of it, aiming even remotely for a King Tiger. So is it another Panzer IV Panther Yak Panzer he's got planned though? Hard to say what Chessmaster's thinking, but he's certainly putting up some kind of defense around the center, and so far Shogun Chosim's intended to just crush it with rockets. And to take those just plinking away against the Panzer IV frontal armor. Technically they wouldn't have been able to penetrate the front, and with armored skirts up they couldn't penetrate the side armor either. That's actually the primary reasons why the Germans began adding armoured side skirts in the first place. It was actually to help versus anti-tank rifles. So that's a little fun note. The MG-34 following up for Chessmaster, troops being pushed back there. Shroud Panther goes up, but could easily be destroyed by the T-34s crossing the margins. He's going to need support there with the Panther IV and some anti-tank weapons, except his losses like getting there if I got one. And now he might lose his Shroud Punch quarters almost as soon as he's done with it. Certainly highlighting, I think, the problem there, in particular of just putting out your Shroud Punch quarters in exposed positions like this when most of your defenses are in the centre. I mean, it needs to be part of an overall larger thing, otherwise it's just too easily taken out by your opponent. That's basically the situation here for Chessmaster. It's just too easily exposed, too easily isolated, and too easily dealt with a bit of focused fire. So, I mean, this is basically just Chessmaster not learning from the first destruction of the Shroud Punch quarters, and proceeds to just repeated, thusly actually making a mistake. But overall, I mean, its fair punch cord is just sort of defending upon its own far separated. It's a very easy target for your opponent to deal with, so that was just, you know, not good. Good work there by Shogun Cho, of course, and just easily and heavily punishing it. But that's basically then a lot of man-punch fuel they wasted for Chessmaster, fuel which could have been used, you know, for fair punch quarters in a safer spot or a King Tiger. That's definitely not good there. Shogun Cho now calling the M4C Sherman the M-Cha. Hitting the fuel. That'll go for quarters there down to half health. Now the Katyusha for Shogun Cho just adds more pressure there to the battlefield, more rocket artillery. Another truck for Chessmaster. Will it be the mech? Yeah, it has to be the mechanized regiment. So I'm guessing he's just going to try and play for the King Tiger now. He should be outpunted, quarter streams dashed. Like a knockoff glass vase. T-Fit moving down here, Panther 4 moving in. Folks are taking heavy loss. There you go, Panther 4, T-Fit. And Kenneth gets off good, hitting the T-Fit 4, taking down to half health. Very good. This Panther 4 actually getting very close to Veteran 2, which is pretty good, of course, for Shogun Cho. And there you go, it has hit Veteran 2, meaning it becomes racket, which is really great there for the Oberkommando West Panther 4. Mines detonated. And is it going to be a mechanized remedy? It could, I suppose, in theory, go for spare Panther Corps just to defend this, but you'd certainly then have to wonder why he's so insistent on it, because, I mean, he only went for a Panther 4, never went for anything else from it so far. And to just get the Shroud Panther quarters just for defender point, I wouldn't say it's quite cost effective when you got access to stuff like machine gun bunkers. Mines down there, good work. Sehr gute Arbeit, Leute. Gain points there, T-Fed Force rolling down, Shafniki following up as well. Quick shot fight, shot bouncing off the Panther Force frontal armour, penetrating hit there. Halfway to veteran defeat, very good there for Chessmaster's Panther 4. Shogun Cho's T-Fed Force also veteran 2 now, meaning a high rate of fire, which is definitely bad news for any German infantry or armoured corps in the wrong spot. The machine gun sitting up there, getting burned out. But Wabao is still blocking the main exit, so that machine gun got annihilated there. Now they're heading over there for Chessmaster. Nothing happening with the Schwerer there, much Schlepper. Almost got their machine gun there. Steel Pioneer's opponent got the T-Fed Force rolling in like Kerner for his nearby support though. Comes out numbers the Panther 4. Panther 4 actually quickly going towards half health here, but there you go. Pinch was put back. Fox is supporting as well there. Kerner for number 2 around there for Chessmaster. And the German army, the Feldherrnhalle, putting up a stoic defense of Hungary. Truck still doing nothing. Lightning gun firing. Even these being pushed back. Pushing it with his Panther 4 needs to be careful though, needs to be very careful. And a machine gun there wiped by the Katyusha rocket launchers. Alright, here's the mechanized rep now here for Chessmaster. So that means the King Tiger is likely his next big project. As for Shogun Cho, seems less sure what he's planning. He'll go for another T-34. He could try and wait a bit and go for maybe an M4C as soon as some population opens up. He's got options, but he's not quite pursuing them, I feel. He's also flooding a lot of munitions, could be laying down mines and demo charges to make it harder for Shogun or Chessmaster to push out, but there isn't really any going on there. Big push to the tanks in the east, capturing a Akedmev off guard, but there you go, Akedmev ready, plus the Panther 4. Panther 4 shoots, misses. Akedmev are wiped. Not turning Akedmev to fault there. Panther 4 close to eventually 3. T-54 shoots, bounces. Shoots at the wrong tank there, allowing him, missing opportunity I think to maybe wear down the veteran T-54 faster. And destroy it, there we go. Panther 4 moving it, needs to be careful that there might actually be mines, so of course we know he hasn't been laying down any. In the centre, more rocket fire, second pack 43 by 8 got destroyed. He's losing quite a few of them. He's losing quite a few pack 43s. Here's the Panther 4 strikes, catching the machine gun out in the open here. And doesn't do too much damage. He's incredibly close there to veteran 3, incredibly close. If we just hit. Super close to veteran 3, high rate of fire of course, and high mobility, making him that much more of a formidable opponent. Still no sign of the tanks there. But Mechanized breaking up, going for the repair pioneers first. Troops in the centre taking fire. And that's also another issue with placing the battlefield headquarters so far forwards. I mean, it becomes an easy rocket artillery target, which makes it less attractive long term. Of course, a good counter there by Shogun Cho. He definitely needs to try and get more armor out and sort of begin pushing through here instead of just trying to hold the centre, because on all this rocket artillery fight it's just going to be a war of attrition. It's not going to be one he's winning because his artillery can't hit back that hard. We do have some mines there. Panther 4's going to blade straight in. Gets stopped up there. But there you go, mine set off. Veteran 3 on the Panther 4. There we go. More mobile now, and of course, more lethal now. There we go. Sergei and Dimitri splattered out across the ground here by the Panther 4. More troops are pressing the machine gun. He's got 400 munitions. He needs to afford a lot more mines as well. Can almost soon go for, you know, and could actually try and go for single too, but it's just not a very good ability. They're being cut to weapons out in the open by the Flotskins and the Panther 4. Half rate of it, yeah, in fact, half rate of it 4, which is pretty good as well. As it gives them more range and accuracy. Battlegroup headquarters being fixed up. T-54 coming in there versus the Panther 4 here. Shots fired, some bound, but others do not. Troops getting pinned down the heavy machine gun, fire machine gun taking heavy fire there from the light infantry guns. Unfortunately, we wound up with the rocket launchers, with light infantry gun cleared out as well. And second one cleared out as well. Heavy losses there to Chessmaster and the Feldherrn. Very heavy losses. The Akedmev there gets one. The T-54 said the Shogun Cho had. He needs to now go for the M4C Sherman. The Akedmev being pushed back. Panther 4 moving about here. Veteran 4 gained more accuracy, more range, more Deutschland. Machine gun there holding on desperately to the centre here. Another T-54 for Shogun Cho. T-54 moving ahead like Kevin to about Panther 4 moving in as well there. Strafniki moving straight in front of the folks there, and all of their shots, they're a bit risky. There we go, we can have hit as well. People there could actually risk getting a wipe if they're not careful. It's going to be a bit of loss there for Shogun Cho, and the second guard's Mechanized caught, but they do make it away there. 31 kills on the Panther 4, and I do think he got a friendly 5 kill as well. Yes, indeed. But almost got another T-54 there for Shogun Cho. Chessmaster is still 7 minutes off from a King Tiger. He at least needs to get the fuel point back. Comparatively, Shogun Cho, thanks to the fuel catch and the last good tactics, is gaining more than twice the amount of fuel that Chessmaster is. But he's lost a lot here, Chessmaster. He's lost a lot. Katyusha's ready here, Veteran 3, Veteran 1, T-54 setting up there, half 8 to Veteran 2. Panther 4 almost done, there we go. Gefechtsbereit. And no incendium between around, sadly. Do feel like Chessmaster could do more with those. Katyusha firing again. More forces there for Chessmaster in the meanwhile. 500 munitions. It really needs to begin spending some of them on something. Oh dear, might be careful there with the Pentacle. Oh, it gets it with the satchel charge. And there you go, excellent hit that wipes out half the punitive squad in a single turning around moment there. More rocket fire on the centre, catches the Kednev and wipes both of them. Panzer 4 moves up there, taking fire from the Panther 4. Still Panzer introduced as well, they've actually 3, would be a shame to lose them. Ah, that was incredibly lucky there. Panther 4 than T-34, Panther 4 shot bounces. Need to retreat those Sturm Pioneer. Calling in Singer to try and break up the assault. It's not really an efficient ability, and I kind of wish at some point with a future patch they get around to, you know, updating that one a bit. Sturmpaniers do need to retreat. Hitting the eastern fuel point there. Demo charge laid down. But we also got S-Mines being laid down. He almost got rendered neutral. He could stand to harass a bit more on the west. And more T-34s there for Shogun Short. Need to be careful if the Panther 4 doesn't know if there's any mines down. This is an incredibly risky move there by Chessmaster. I mean, if it goes well, he can destroy a lot of Katyushas, but the problem is if it goes poorly, he's just lost his Veteran 4 Panzer 4. As it was about to hit Veteran 5, and that's pretty bad there for Chessmaster. Thoughts need to retreat before. Oh, they got wiped. Bit of a loss there for Chessmaster and the German army. 40 kills on that Panzer 4. Of course, those are penal troopers. Oh! There we go. Need to blitz, blitz, blitz. Scheiße. Again, this is sort of what you happen when you push your Panther 4 too far. That was really poorly done. He's almost losing it. Blitzkrieg will allow him to get out of there. Oh, ramming speed, but that also allows us to keep speed up there. Shot bouncing, but at some point it's going to go through. Ah! Got one T-34. Panther 4 somehow make through it all there. Damn close. Kednev for there. He's not ordering it to shoot it in through anything, so it's not reacting to the Kednev, costing him a second T-34. That was a bit unfortunate there for Shogun Cho. But the Panther 4 now is Veteran 5. It is now an ace. But he's lost a lot of equipment here to his opponent. And a lot of men too. Pushing ahead his ace Panther 4 at half health. There's clearly a bit of pressure here in Chessmaster to try and maintain control here. But he's getting very close to the King Tiger, the Tiger to the Königstiger. T-34 going up the eastern side, clearing out the S-mines. More T-34s there for Shogun Cho, no M4C Shermans, which I'm increasingly finding a bit curious. But I suppose he just doesn't want to use them. I mean, that's a fair point. Oh wait, moments away. They just need a bit of manpower now, about roughly half a minute or so. Then you can call in the Königstiger. There you go. Opening up the western front by clearing out the machine gun in the house there. Very good work there by Chessmaster finally. Nope, Veteran 5 makes it more accurate on the move, gives it a bit of line of sight, so he can sort of operate even more aggressively. They still need to be a bit careful with it. Mine spotted, but looks like he hasn't spotted them themselves, technically. Hasn't seen them, at least identified them, acknowledged them. Westman in the west. And there you go, he can call in the King Tiger roughly about now, should be able to do so. But he isn't. There we go. King Tiger out there. Tiger 2 Gefechtsbereit. Tank destroyer for Shogun Cho. Looks like he's realised he's going to get hit by something really big and is bringing up the tank destroyer to prepare himself for that. Good. Very good. 131 though, not looking good there for Chessmaster. Troops securing the centre there. Panzer IV setting up, machine gun desperately holding on in the centre. Also, Shogun Cho could easily mined a lot more. I mean, he's got 6 ammunition floating about there. He's just not done anything with it. It's definitely something they could stand to improve upon. Panzer IV continuing onwards here, catching the machine gun out in the open. SU-5 opening up, revealing also its position and existence to Chessmaster. This Panzer IV there, 48 kills. King Tiger slowly moving up the eastern side here. In the west, we got Russian troops moving in there to sort of push back there. So what will Chessmaster go for next? He should probably consider some additional infantry here and there.
King Tiger ready. What are your orders?
And Shogun Cho should definitely consider some more armour, though he can't because he's at full pop cap. The Katyusha there certainly drawing up a lot there, which actually makes it hard for him to deal with the King Tiger. Actually kind of costly there. With 12 command points, they're almost taking up 1/4 of his command points there, just those 2 Katyushas. That's basically just 1/4 of his pop cap. They can't deal with the King Tiger, or 1/4 of his force in a sense, so that's actually kind of big there. It's kind of big. Comes up, there's the King Tiger. They're bunched up. Oh, sick of bullion. There you go, Panzer IV. King Tiger delivers several striking blows there. Taking out 6 penal troops, or at least the squad's worth they're not by wiping any of the squad Sisbars would have taken them from each of them. King Tiger there, actually might cost more. Yeah, about 8, so that's a bit more than that. Panzer IV, King Tiger operating together here. Or not. Now they should follow on the way there for Shogun Cho. Panzer IV moving in, need to be careful here, they need to be careful. Why he wasn't spotting with the King Tiger's a bit beyond me. Don't throw away that Panzer IV, Chessmaster. Don't throw it away. Almost lost it there. 52 kills by way in that Panzer IV. 52 kills. Technically 53 if you count the friendly fire kill. Yeah, we don't count the friendly fire ones. I do. Shut up, Herman. No one likes you. More cannon was there for Chessmaster as his Panzer IV is receiving most needed repairs. More Katyusha. That one's got 51 kills. I mean, that's not exactly been doing poorly either. I mean, obviously that's been helped the Chessmaster basically sending east targets here by the battle group headquarters. So, I mean, that obviously explains a lot, but still 51 kills is 51 kills. He still blobs up his penal troops. They really need to be careful about that because it makes it a lot easier for the King Tiger or the Panzer IV just to deliver some crushing hits. No, they should fire. They're almost done for Shogun Cho and the 2nd Guards Mechanized Corps. They should probably go behind him for the King Tiger. Kenner opening up there. Good hit. King Tiger could also again maybe hit. You can even rush in the Panzer IV to try to maybe hit off there. Oh! H5 down. T-54 right in front of the King Tiger. Kenner for combo. But quickly veers around the corner and mostly avoids Kenner for the King Tiger. Still gets off a good hit there. So right now, Shogun Cho might be committing increasingly more and more mistakes. He's still not doing anything with his munitions. There's still really no mines going down. But there you go. Mine was happening there. Gets one of the Katyushas though. That's a loss for Shogun Cho. Of course, it also frees up pop cap for him to get out something else. So might actually prove to be long-term better for him because right now he needs to deal with the King Tiger. H5 there dodges a shot from a Kednefer by standing completely still. King Tiger there shoots, misses the penal to a blow up there. A Kednefer could risk being wiped out by it, and ooh, damn close though. Panzer pulling back for repairs. 53 kills for the fatherland. Forces flanking, hitting the calf point there. A Kednefer took out the SU-85. Shogun Cho there is getting overly confident. Ballsy, and it's causing, I think, to make some mistakes here. There's a Chessmaster, which Chessmaster did, of course, definitely exploits. And we got Tsung artillery here, which is still not very good. It literally requires your opponent to stay within that circle and just, you know, not notice this increasing large amount of artillery going his way. So it's technically you know, a cool concept. It needs to be a lot faster for the concept to actually work. Like, it has to be a slowly ranging engine. It should just, you know, get firing a lot faster, or, you know, have a much wider arc fire something, which is be a lot cheaper, because at 300 munitions it's rather absurdly expensive for how little it generally does. And for all this shoots, gets another kill there. Dimitri snuffed out alongside Vasily. King Tiger there with 10 kills. There's now just his veteran 3 Katyusha T-34 and another HD5. Victory points wise though, Shogun Cho still got the lead, but he's floating so many munitions. He's beginning to expend more, and there are some demo charging in there, but he really also needs to lay down mines just to try and catch up the tanks. You know, the more he can deny Chessmaster mobility to his tanks, the better. It seems like Shogun Cho is just focused on blowing up troops. Demo charge spotted, destroyed. Mines going down this. There we go. We are seeing some minefields now going up for Shogun Cho. H5 shoots, the King Tiger bounces. Kendall from range support here. This dish coming in, they're trying to do with the Steel Pioneers, but taking heavy fire there from the Panzer IV. 56 kills, 57 kills, 58 kills. Almost got the him machine gun whap. Looks like it's support here. T-54 trying to flank the King Tiger. Kendall's turning out there. Easily dodges around there. Troops pinned down. Need to retreat. There's eventually 4 Steel Pioneers. Scheiße. 9. He's caught here with the King Tiger. Wiped. Quite a loss there for Chessmaster. Veteran for Sturmpionier. They had served Germany well, and they got destroyed. Need to be careful operating your own blob near, you know, demo charges when there's tanks about with quite a bit of AoE. That would have been hilarious though. Had the King Tiger somehow shot there, setting off the demo charge, possibly wiping at least a couple of squads there. That would have been quite painful for Shogun Cho. Catching the machine gun team in the east. Mines going off there. It looks like the machine crew will be able to escape here. More Sturmpionier on the way for Chessmaster. $59 kills in that Panzer IV. 61 on the Katyusha. 61. Battle Group Headquarters number 2 destroyed. He's lost a lot of things to repeatedly Chessmaster. Tank destroyed with a huge penal will blow up them moving on the eastern side. Panzer IV shoots, misses, needs to get the King Tiger up there to support, and needs to get away there from the... And it's penal troopers there, so they get caught up there, but there you go. Huge retreat here. King Tiger advancing, and he's going to be caught here by the King Tiger though, and retreated. Shoots, misses. Demo charge wiping out a full Grenadier squad. Quite a loss there for Chessmaster. T-54 sitting back for something here, trying to flank about. Maybe might get caught here by the Germans and destroyed. Non-touch displaying. I think he's just looking for easy units to wipe with this T-34. He's just looking for something to easily destroy. Instead now gets caught here with both German tanks. He's going to lose that T-34. Almost got the mechanized regiment though, and the main gun gets taken out before he can destroy it. And there you go, kaput. It's just down to 2 H-85 tank destroyers now, and eventually 3 Katyusha, and now they're rushing straight through the center with nothing to stop them. King Tiger though blitzing ahead. He doesn't care. He needs to get the Panzer IV into the support there. Otherwise, the King Tiger's going to get focused down pretty hard. King Tiger there, slowly approaching Vetri 2 might. Oh, Panzer IV misses. But it's blitzing ahead. It's blitzing ahead. H-5, there we go. Down, down. Almost got the other one as well there. Panzer IV continues the pursuit. Almost got it. Oh, he's going to hit a mine. He's going to hit a mine. Scheiße. Ludwig, he hit a mine. Did he hit a mine? Nein, a mine, you Dummkopf. Oh dear, this might be the end of one of the greatest heroes in German history. 60 kills, virtually 5 Panzer IV. The penal troopers are piling in. The Panzer King Tiger's moving out there. And the retreat. Oh dear. The Panzer IV survived. The Panzer IV survived. The mechanized regiment, though, did not. Alright, Fritz, what is working in this Panzer? I'm not entirely sure, Herr Hauptmann. I think the air conditioning is actually working, though. Well, that's a relief. Oh, insta-pinned here by the veteran free-heavy machine gun. Like, didn't even take a second. The entire squad was pinned to the ground. He's going to need a lot more Sturm Pioneers, I think, to just repair his armour. Another H-85 for Shogun Cho. Not a single M4C Sherman, though. Not a single one. There we go, Panzer IV good to go. You charging into the Volksgrenadiers. Switching in, they're almost wiping out the Engineers. Oh. Mines being laid down there, much more dense minefields here from Shogun Cho finally. And there you go, machine gun pushed back here by the Panzer IV. Misses point blank though. You're an ace, damn it. Hit. There you go, got a kill. Oh, sets off the mine on them. Almost wiping the entire heavy machine gun crew. King Tiger's almost good to go there. Panzer IV sitting back for a flank. Ah, just barely avoids the mine. 65 killed. King Tiger shoots, obliterates numerous penal troopers. 19 kills, almost virtually 2 there. And this match is actually approaching the 1 hour mark. Definitely been a bit of a crazy match on several levels. That is one hell of a Panzer IV. Trying to do things here. Mines damage has been spotted. Machine gun pushed out. And retreats. 80 points left here for Chessmaster. He could consider some machine gun bunkers here and there. Will make it harder for Shogun to just rush in on some of them. And there you go. That's exactly what he's doing here on the eastern victory point. He's anticipating him to move in there, but he's not. He's hitting the victory point, so that's a bit of a wasted rocket artillery barrage there by Shogun, to be honest. Another fuel drop in. Fuel drop in. Machine gun bang up, and there you go. Hey, machine gun moves straight. They got the issue farming in as well, though, but that could then open up on the bunker, could expose his flank, though there are still mines about. Looks like he's making a big push here for the eastern victory point. There you go, bunker under fire. Looks like he's going to try and hook around here and sort of catch Shogun Cho's force from behind. They're pretty good. Troops are taking hits. Machine gun bunker though is down. Still hits in the penal to a block, making it very easy to actually gain any kills because they're just so close together. There we go, more kills. 70 kills on that Panzer IV, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. 70 kills. King Tiger eventually jumping up there. There we go, Asian Farmer's down. Barely skirts around the mine. Got a blitzkrieg going on here. Ramps by the TV4. Immobilized. Main gun up. Panzer IV with the damage engine. Takes out the TV4. I finally went down. A true hero, though. 70 kills on that Panzer IV. Gott mit uns. People so they're charging it in the King Tiger, gaining more kills. But the loss of that Panzer IV, though, is huge to Chessmaster. That was a massive loss there. That was really doing some serious work to resolve the infantry and everything else. So losing that Panzer IV there, big win for Shogun Cho. Big win. He's going to go for another spare punch headquarters in the exact same place the two others got destroyed. Oh, Chessmaster. Do you really believe this is going to work out much better? Interesting enough, he's not doing anything about the Western victory point there, Shogun Cho. He's not doing anything about it. Shroud Punter's quarters almost done there for Chessmaster. He can go for another Panzer Force soon enough, though. And that, of course, might be his plan all along, but I can't help but feel this position is a bit perilous. And he can do so now. And he might also want to consider another machine gun bank over here, something like that. Or is he planning a Panther? I definitely think he should go for a Panzer IV here. Personally. We'll see what he goes for. Either way, though, he should get something from it. As soon as possible. Whatever he's planning. Seems they're caught out in the open. 31 kills in the Königstiger. Seems like it's been wiped out. A Kedman for the cleared up by the penals was there. Less well done there by Chessmaster. King Tiger down to roughly half health there. Yakpan's on the way there. Curious choice, but not bad necessarily. 39 kills there. Arnhem are being murdered here by heavy machine gun fire and the flamethrower engineers. King Tiger blitzing away to try and avoid certain death. Mechanized ranking up number 2 by the way there with repair pioneers. He's going to try and rush here the H-85. There he goes, shoots, but not really a favourable outcome there considering how damaged the King Tiger is. They've done another penetrating hit, almost destroyed, but it's almost also veterancy free. 80 points versus 128 there. Shogun 2 is bleeding out. He's going for another H-5 tank. Destroy. Fulton's cleared out the house. The Pims are out in the open, getting gunned down in cold blood. And there you go. Yakpan's out for Chessmaster. Yakpan's out. Got the heavy machine gun crew there rushing for the western victory point finally. It seems like Shogun 2 realised there's a western part of the map. Yes, sorry comrade, it just seems like someone spilled borscht all over across tactical map. I did not realize there was western map until, you know, I got a new map. King Tiger being swiftly fixed up. 80 versus 95. T-54 was low for Shogun Cho. 9, 18, 26. Katyusha with 65. Salvaging the previous destroyed mechanized regiment. A machine gun guarding the western victory point. Marmad off there, killing a few penal troops, make up for another big push there. This is likely going to be the fight determining who wins this match. We'll see who... he's rushing forward, so he's rushing forward straight into the King Tiger. Actually, Yak Panther shoots. Both missed though. Well, not enough. He's blitzkrieging. Going there for the T-54, doing quite a bit of damage. Kennan recruit here, troops there moving up. Forces needs to counterattack. T-54 down, almost 53 there. The Kennan opening up, needs to get the Yak Panther to deal with the H-5. Attack into the centre with the machine guns holding up. You got Fulton moving in as well there. The Kennan for number 2 on the way. The Kennan for they're destroyed. Need to open up with it on the penal troop block there with the King Tiger. Penal troop block needs to be dealt with. H-85 taking fire from the Yak Panther. King Tiger shoots there, go taking out huge chunks of the Russian infantry. 42 kills for the fatherland. There you go. Block retreated. King Tiger misses. King Tiger down to less than half health. Needs to get the Yak Panther up there to deal with the H-5. There you go. Yak Panther shoot with the H-5 is veteran free. H-5 opening up. He's maybe open up there. And he gets the veteran free H-5. Machine gun there getting flanked by the King Tigers. The steel opponents going for the victory point. Almost 23 on that King Tiger. There we go. Devastating hit. Almost takes out the entire machine gun crew. And there we go. GG, game over. Shogun Cho drops. And this is a German victory. A brutal slaughter on Arnhem checkpoint with heavy losses on both sides. Like, we're looking at roughly close to 600 losses. Tons of losses. Panzer IVs with virtually 5 and 70 kills. Katyushas with almost 70 kills as well. King Tigers, Yak Panzers, HD5s. Just so much death and destruction. In the end, though, I think what cost each other was not so good attack tactics. It can end up just rushing straight onto Chessmaster, blobbing up, making it very easy for Chessmaster to just counter what Shogun was doing, and that allowed Chessmaster to slowly but surely wear him down. They did rather prolong the match by quite a bit. So there you go. I think some interesting fight there in the early game, but sort of turned into a bit of a slog there, and a brutal war of attrition and some fiendishness there from both players. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. Hope you learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, tell your friends, share it with everyone. If not, send in a replay of your own, or provide some feedback in the comments section. If you like what I do consider donating or pledging on Patreon. Links in the video description, and a big thanks to all of those who already have. This is Imperial Dancing. Cheers. Thank you for watching. I'll see you all tomorrow for another exciting episode.